Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. And I also wish to begin by giving thanks to the people of Kilgoris for electing me to Parliament. It has been noted that this has been a long hiatus away from this House. But, Mr. Speaker, I have also spent useful time serving as Kenya's ambassador to China. And though that was a very useful moment. And I want to congratulate you, Mr. Speaker, for your election to this good seat. I know you are quite capable, and this House will sometimes enjoy some of your good humor. I hope you still have it the way I used to know. And I wish to congratulate the Honorable learned friend, Gladys Boss, for her election as your deputy. Mr. Speaker, sometimes back, there was an opinion poll that held that Kenyans were the most optimistic people around in the world, I think. And you know, 10 years ago, we attended a very colorful ceremony at Kasarani. The ceremony was the inauguration of the Jubilee President and Deputy President, very well conducted by the now Deputy Speaker. And I was sitting next to some prominent Kenyans, and we watched the way Kenyans were watching the presentation of the agenda of government at that time. And I asked my senior colleague of mine who was sitting next to me, what do you think about what do you think about the new government? What do you think about the president and the deputy president? And that senior colleague, who is now deceased, unfortunately, said to me, I think these two people will perform very well. And he was very optimistic that Kenya was going to go places. And they actually digitally showed us the Kenya of their dreams. And we were all very hopeful, and we went back home. Some of us went back to our legal practice and waited for the great moments to happen. 10 years later, Mr. Speaker, the successor of President Kenyatta had this to say. He says, I have news, and it is not very good news. Our financial situation is not very good. Mr. Speaker, the President of Kenya has said that the financial situation is not good. The economy is bad. In fact, the Deputy President has used much clearer words and said the economy is very bad. Mr. Speaker, of course, there are questions that would be asked, that we would like to ask, as to how we arrived at this situation, from a situation of optimism to a situation where we have now declared our economy to be very bad. We would have loved to do some postmortem on what actually were the causes of this situation. But I don't know whether